What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Straight Up Real Talk. I'm your boy Serge.
And I'm Cerone. Tonight's show will be one of a kind, so you do not want to miss it. So stay tuned and have some fun with us, talk with us. See you there.
Going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's showtime.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on? Sorry. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Straight Up Real Talk. I'm your boy Serge.
And I'm Cerone. How's everyone doing? Tonight's show is going to be great.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, thanks, Eric. Sorry, some stuff going on behind the scenes that have me cracking up, and I can't even stop laughing, but I'm going to get this together right now. So, Cerone, let everybody know where they can reach us at.
Oh, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music Podcasts, Google, and now iHeartRadio.
That's right. And Cerone, if I'm not mistaken, I believe this is bad. It's Women's Month, I believe, or
Women's
something?
History Month.
Women's
So because of that, we're going to highlight 3 dynamic female actresses, and it's going to happen throughout the show. So stay tuned. Join us for a great conversation, and we are ready to go. So, Serge, what's been going on in your neck of the woods?
Not much. After my birthday week last week, not much has happened. You know, I work at a university, and you know, it's starting to pick up because it's the end of the year. All of the students are frantic; they want to graduate, yada yada yada. So this is like a tough time for me, but I'm still here. I'm still doing this show. We were supposed to have like some huge storm yesterday. We were supposed to get like 8 inches of snow. I woke up this morning excited. I looked out the window.
What happened?
I saw it was like dirt and grass. Like it was nothing out there. I was heated because I was hoping for a snow day, but it wasn't, although it was freezing. I'm ready for spring. And I don't know if other people suffer from this, but I suffer from like when the time changes.
I'm went forward.
Yes, I'm still suffering from that. Like I'm like always, I've been tired since we changed it back, no matter what time of the day. I'm tired, but it's a different type of tired. Like
what type of tired is that?
It's just weird because I've gotten up early plenty of times, an hour early plenty of times, but it didn't feel like this. So this is weird for me. I hate it. It usually lasts for like a week or two and then it goes away. And so, but I'm here, excited for the show. What have you been up to, Jim?
Yes, and work.
Jim okay.
And work, because a lot's been happening at work.
Yeah.
And out of nowhere, this guy is the go-to guy.
Okay. And why is that? And why is that?
I don't know. I guess because of my position.
Without giving.
I know that's okay. That's my position, and I'm the one that is kind of like the middleman to a lot of things. And even if I don't know, I always try to find the answer to help somebody out.
Yeah.
So they say when you're really good at your job, people are always going to come to you and figure out, say, hey, help me.
Yeah.
I'm the type of guy that I would just want to help everyone. So a lot of responsibilities, but hey, you know.
And you're like a boss, right? No, I'm just saying. I don't know. You're like a boss.
I am actually too. Yes, to say yes, I'm actually a boss. I'm in charge of people.
Okay. That's what I'm saying.
People are look up to me and ask me a lot of questions, and I'm in charge. Because as of the other day, my boss is out of town for a couple of days, and she chose me to replace her as the first sergeant for the couple of days that she'll be out. So technically, like I'm in charge a little bit. So it's pretty cool. So there's a lot on my plate.
Sorry, and for you guys that don't know, Cerone is military, and so and so all right,
strong.
That's right. Thank you for your services. But no, that sounded like Shawnee O'Neal. Thank you for your service. It's like you're getting fired, but no, that's not what I mean. But anyway, ignore that. Anyway, so let's just get this show started.
Okay, so we're gonna go over to a $1 million box office?
Pretty much. So Creed 3, starring my boy B. Jordan and I believe Jonathan Majors. It had the biggest sports film opening ever with 58.7 million over the weekend. And actually, the second weekend, it has grossed so far $179 million, which is already ahead of 2015's Creed, the original.
Okay.
It's still behind Creed 2, which came out in 2018. Creed 2 stands at 214 million, but I'm pretty sure this movie has been out for 2 weeks. I'm pretty sure that it's going to
surpass that.
Part 2. And the interesting thing about this is that Sylvester Stallone, this was the first one that he had no part in at all. He didn't.
I wonder why.
Well, Sylvester Stallone doesn't own the rights to Rocky, and he was mad about it. He wants the right to Rocky. And so he was hoping that if he said that he wouldn't have anything to do with the film, it had nothing to do with Michael B. Jordan. It's just, the powers that be. He figured that they would pull back away from the film, but that didn't happen.
Nope.
And so it looks kind of bad that the first movie that you had nothing to do with is
actually making more money than the one that you were in.
Exactly. It's bad. But anyway, I mean, he held on to his principles, Michael B. Jordan. And also Michael B. Jordan, I didn't know this actually either. Michael B. Jordan directed this movie.
Oh, that's good.
Yes, he directed this film. And so literally to have the biggest sports opening film ever in history, and Michael B. Jordan did it. And so big up to Michael B. Jordan. He gets love from me. And so, no, he does. I mean, he's cool. And so, yeah.
I'm actually want to go see this weekend.
I haven't seen it yet either.
I haven't seen the first one. I've seen part of Creed 2.
Yeah.
Now, I'm kind of wondering, is it going to be all of those installments? Is going to be a 4, a 5?
They're definitely making a
6?
4. Yeah. The amount of money this one is making, they're going to definitely make a 4.
So is this going to be another Fast and Furious franchise?
I don't know if it's going to go that far because I think that this is like a lot of wear and tear on Michael B. Jordan's body. And so I don't know how long he's going to take it, but there's definitely going to be a part 4.
Well, they can always get a stunt double.
Yeah, but it's not, I don't see him doing that.
Okay. All right. We're going to move right along. We're going to go to one of my favorite talk show hosts,
Wendy Williams. No.
No, Tamron. We're going to go to Tamron. What's going on with Tamron Hall?
So Tamron Hall was recently renewed for season 5, actually. So Jennifer Hudson and what is the other one's name? Jennifer Hudson and Sherry Shepherd were renewed last month. And so they finally renewed Tamron Hall for a 5th season, which is amazing. I love Tamron Hall. She's a real journalist.
Yes.
Yeah. She was in the news last week because a couple of women who went on her show tried to say that she kind of sort of ambushed her. And they didn't like that. So that was Portia Williams from The Real Housewives of Atlanta. And also, what is her name? Angela Yee from formerly Breakfast Club. Now I think her show is way up with Angelique. But anyway, they were trying to say that she kind of like ambushed her with the questions and stuff like that. But I don't think they realized that Tamron Hall is like a real journalist. If they wanted fluff, they should have went over to Sherry Shepherd and Jennifer Hudson. There's no shade to them, but they're like the happy-go-lucky shows. Tamron Hall is a real journalist, and she's going to ask you questions.
Yeah.
And so you can't be mad at her for doing her job. They're like, oh, she wasn't for women and all of this stuff. I'm like,
you got the wrong person. Because if you follow Tamron Hall's career from when she was on NBC, the Today Show, MSNBC, until when she got fired for no reason, you would know that she stick to the facts, and she will ask hard questions that sometimes you may not like, but those are the same questions that we, the viewers, want to really ask, but we're not there to ask. So they need to go have several seats and sit down somewhere with that BS. Like if you want fluff, go over to Sherry, go over to Kelly, go over to the rest of them.
Yeah.
But if you're going to come to Tamron Hall, she's going to make you feel comfortable. But at the same time, she's going to ask you the question. And she's not going to disrespect you when asking you the question, though. She's going to be upfront and ask you what's going on.
And I actually saw both interviews, and never did she wasn't disrespectful at all. For instance, for Portia Williams, whoever watches The Real Housewives of Atlanta, everyone knows how Portia Williams got her husband. Cerone, you won't know this, but everyone who watches the show knows.
I used to watch way back when it first started, and I know that Portia is not the perfect individual.
Yeah.
She is what? Oh, I might get in
Yeah.
trouble for saying this.
Well,
But she is a gold digger.
yeah.
I
Well,
said it.
I'm just gonna say that I'm not even gonna say what I'm gonna say because it
Okay.
doesn't even matter. Anyway, she got her husband kind of shadily, and Tamron Hall asked her questions about it. But I guess she wasn't expecting that, but that's what happened.
Yeah,
And so
because
it is.
if you go a certain way, how to get your husband, because you know that he has a certain amount of money in the bank.
Yeah, yeah. And our husband is like loaded, like loaded.
Yes,
They have
that's what I said
private
a while
jets.
ago.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
she's a gold digger.
yeah.
I
Well,
said it.
I'm not
I
saying
said
she's
it.
a gold digger.
Now, don't get me wrong. Now she has her own coins. She has
Yeah,
her own coins now. That's what I'm saying. But she goes where the opportunity lies.
of course. Now, real quick though, because now I'm thinking about that. Is there anything wrong with that? And the reason why I'm saying this now, hear me out. Hear me out. I'm not for it or against it, right? But I'm always looking at both sides, right? Because this is something to think about. Men like pretty women, right?
Mm-hmm.
They like pretty women, nice body, look good, they like that, right? And so that's what they go out seeking.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to figure out, why is it that women are shamed for when they go out and they want to find a man with money? Because the reason why I say that, because men aren't going out looking for women who aren't pretty, right? They want pretty women. They want a type of woman. And so I'm trying to figure out, why do we shame women who go out looking for men who has money?
Well, it's not a matter of shame, but also you got to realize that sad to say that society has put this to-do list on women, that you have to go out and look for men with money. You're going to shame them if they are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I think that there should be, and I agree with Kasim, I do think she's an opportunist. You know what I'm saying?
But are men opportunists for going out there and trying to find only pretty women? Like, my whole thing is, and I'm just asking questions. Shouldn't you have to pay if you are out there only looking for like arm candy? Why shouldn't you have to pay for it?
Both ways, men,
you know what I mean?
women.
Yes.
Women
No. Whoever it is, if you want arm candy, you should have to you should have to pay for arm candy, right? Like,
because it costs.
For instance, like Portia Williams. Portia Williams is a very good-looking woman, right? It takes a lot of money to look that way. That's all I'm gonna say. It takes a lot of money to look like Portia Williams. Most women don't wake up looking like Portia Williams, right? And so, why shouldn't she find somebody who's gonna compensate her for looking that way, right? No, I'm legit asking.
Like, all I know, she hit the jackpot.
She did. She definitely did.
She literally hit the jackpot.
She did.
So all I say, kudos to you. If you ever see this podcast, Portia, come on, have a talk with us. But
Portia Williams, I ain't mad at you. Portia, I ain't mad at you.
Yeah, but we're going to go back to a comment. We have Kasim going back to the last point that we made about it. He said that he agrees that there's going to be a franchise at the point to continue Rocky or Creed theme. That's a new one. So it could be, because we all know it's about money making at this point in time.
For sure.
So it is what it is.
Yeah, for sure.
That's cool. Now, this is one of my favorite parts of the show. And if you're out there, listen to us, please chime in and just give us your response. It's a would you rather. So listen out. Would you rather to always have a full phone with your battery life being 100% or a full gas of tank?
Hold on. Let me think about this.
Always have a full phone battery or a full gas of tank.
Okay, but here's my question. Whichever one I choose, would I never have the other one? Or is it just which one would I rather have in a certain situation?
Yes, like in a certain situation, would you rather have a full tank of gas or your battery life?
Definitely gas. Because that gas, because the gas can get me to, presumably a full tank can probably get me to whoever I'm trying to call, right? That full battery of phone,
So how are you going to get to where you're supposed to go then?
I have a full tank of gas.
But okay, so you want to call, but you don't know how to get there. You're gonna get lost, and then by the time you get lost, you're gonna run out of gas.
My car
Then
has
what?
GPS. My car has built-in navigation.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, like, I'm just putting on Navi and I'm going about my business.
Okay.
Like, no, I
But
would rather have
but
a
you
full
do know
tank.
that sometimes technology fails.
No, I know. I would still rather have a full tank of gas. Like, it would
Full
make
tank
me
of
nervous.
gas versus
Yeah, I need
the
gas.
phone.
Yeah, I definitely need gas.
Okay. Let's see what the comment section are saying. Kasim say that he will definitely do full phone battery. Good choice, by the way. He also said, let's assume that you charge your phone in the car.
Wireless charger.
You know what I'm saying? And Tiffany said
She's just dying laughing. Yeah, I'm still picking. I'm sticking with my answer. Give me gas because I can get where I need to go. That phone is not helping me. If I got that phone, I need to get somewhere. I got to call somebody, and they're gonna be like, "What? I'll get somebody else to do it." No,
Okay.
I'm gonna get in my car and go about my business.
Okay.
All right. So my question to you is, wait, which one was that? Would you rather? Right?
Yes.
Okay. So would you rather have dinner with Michelle Obama? You ready?
Mhm.
Or Madam C.J. Walker? You know who Madam C.J. Walker is. I don't want to insult
Oh
you.
yes, yes,
Okay.
I know who she
Which
is.
one of those two who would you rather have dinner with? One dinner.
Michelle
The
Obama
wife
or
of
Madam
president of
C.J. Walker.
the wife of the former first black president of the United States, or the first self-made millionaire, black-made millionaire in history.
I would. That's a hard one, and why it's a hard
Isn't it?
one? Because both of them are significant.
Yes.
In their own lane.
Yeah.
The first black first lady ever,
Yeah.
you know, and all of her accomplishments. You know, she is the most qualified first lady to ever sit in the seat. No diss to Hillary. Hillary is well educated, but even Michelle Obama has more accolades than her. And then you have Madam C.J. Walker, the 1st ever. I think in this case, I would definitely do Madam C.J. Walker. And the reason I would choose her is because there's so much I could learn from her and the struggles that she went through during her time to be what is it, a billionaire or millionaire? Millionaire during that time. Because during that time, people that look like you and I couldn't even have $25 to her name.
We couldn't even vote. We literally couldn't even
less.
Vote.
So I would definitely pick her brain to see how she did it, what she had to overcome that the media doesn't know, and what I could use now. You know, so I would definitely choose Madam C.J. Walker. Let's see the comments.
Agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you. Definitely. Madam C.J. Walker, definitely. I love Michelle Obama, but between the two, I have to go with her. Like, I would love to pick her brain to figure out how she. I don't think a lot of people realize what she did then when we didn't have access to anything.
Have you seen the movie though? I did. Yeah, the one with Octavia Spencer.
Yep, I loved it. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, it's amazing what she did, and so I would love to like sit down and talk to like, how did you do that? Like, and wasn't scared to die. I would be afraid like they were gonna like blow my house up or something because But anyway, what is everyone saying in the comments?
So Kasim is saying Michelle Obama.
Okay, I mean it's not a bad choice.
No, we got Braxton that says Michelle Obama.
So okay,
and we got Tiffany that says Madam C.J. Walker.
See, of course, the woman will pick the one with the hair products, right? Madam C.J. Walker.
Because she want to know, like, how did you flat iron back then? How did you use as grease for your scalp?
Because I'm looking at the pictures of Kasim and Braxton, and I don't see no hair. So they like, what's she gonna do for me? Like, oh man.
No. Nothing. They gonna do nothing.
All right. So you and I agree, Madam C.J. Walker. A couple of people,
definitely.
Michelle. Okay. All right.
Definitely.
That was good. Yeah. So moving right along.
Yeah. So we are going to go to the Oscars.
Yes.
Have you got your suit? Did you go to the Oscars?
I think most people that know me know
Mm-hmm.
I don't do the Oscars, I don't do the Grammys, I don't do any of those award shows because
Hmm.
they're not for us. But let's just go ahead and talk about the show so then we can move
Okay.
into that other part because I'm
Okay.
not
So
gonna.
we're gonna talk about the Oscars, and we're gonna talk about Ruth R.E. Carter.
Give that lady a
So,
round of applause.
so this is her second. I said second
Two.
two Oscars that she's won. And listen to this: she won it for one for Black Panther, and the second one for Black
Yep.
Panther for Wakanda Forever.
Yes. The only black female to have two Oscars. And
Mm,
she won them for both Black Panther Part 1 and 2.
yeah, so that
So
is
yeah.
amazing,
Yeah, she's definitely
amazing.
amazing. Hats off to her. Like,
Hmm.
like like you would think, like the first person who would win two Oscars would be somebody like Whoopi Goldberg, Angela
Somebody,
Bassett, right? And so but we'll get into that. That is someone
yeah.
behind the scenes, but we'll get into that. But go ahead, because I'm
But do
already
you
getting
think
into
that
it.
they gave it to her just because?
No, 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 no. I don't think they give it to her just because she
Uh-huh.
deserved it, but
Mm-hmm.
because they weren't giving it to Angela Bassett. You know what I mean? It's like, well,
Mm-hmm.
we need to like,
Show
give
face.
Black Panther something. So
Mm-hmm.
let's just give them this so we can go away and be quiet and shut up.
All
But
right.
but
So
I'm
my
jumping
next
ahead.
question, my next question I want to ask, and you all can chime in. So as we all know, Angela did not win.
No, she was robbed, but go ahead.
Now, do you think in the comments, do you think that Angela Bassett was robbed?
We didn't have to ask that question. She was. She was robbed. She was
Okay.
robbed.
And
And
why
you
do
know
you
what
think?
annoys me about this though? You know what annoys me about this
I put
is
this.
that
I actually love this picture.
what annoys me about this the most is that
Uh-huh.
I actually, if anybody knows me, they know that the Halloween franchise with Jamie Lee Curtis is one
Hmm.
of my favorite franchises ever. That and Aliens are like two of my top friends. So I love Jamie Lee Curtis. And so I'm mad that I can't really be mad at Jamie Lee Curtis and hate her because they gave it to her because I like her,
Hmm.
her movies. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if it was somebody else, I'd be like, but it's her. So I'm like, ah. But Angela Bassett was definitely robbed. Come on, she was robbed in 1994 or 5. But what's love got to do with it? I'm not even going there again. So that's gonna make me mad too. And she was robbed again tonight.
Mm.
Staying on topic of that, what I don't like, and I want them to change this.
Hmm.
I don't like when they are calling out the nominees and they put the screen on the people who are nominated and wait for a reaction from them when they lose.
Mm.
I don't like that because then if they don't give the facial expression or the recognition that you think they should give, all of a sudden they're like mean or they're hating or they're this, right? Like, they got on Angela Bassett because when it was time, when they called Jamie Lee Curtis, she didn't clap, she didn't move, she stood stone faced. And the next day it was, oh, Angela Bassett shouldn't have did that. She should have clapped for her. Why? I lost. I didn't feel like it. Like, stop trying to force me to do something that I didn't feel like, oh, great. No, it wasn't great. Like, no, and I'm not going to fake the funk. Remember,
Mm.
remember, I forgot what year it was. Dreamgirls. Eddie Murphy was up for best male lead in a drama, whatever the case may be.
Hmm.
When they didn't call his name, you know what he did?
What he did?
He stood his hands up and he walked right out the Academy Awards. Mid-show, walked right out the door. Because why? Because he knew it was a crocodile.
Mm-hmm.
He knew it was
Okay.
so he got up, he walked literally when they went to commercial, when the commercial came back,
He
Eddie
was
Murphy's
gone.
seat, he was gone.
So pretty
He
much I have
was
the seat filler there. But wait a second, isn't it important to lose gracefully? You have to know how to smile in defeat.
she
To
did
not.
win great. She did win gracefully. She stood there stone faced. Why is that not gracefully? Like I don't have to clap for you. I don't have to smile. I didn't feel like it. So I mean, if I would have been like this, or like rolling my eyes, or like
Mhm.
if I got up and left, That wouldn't be graceful. But if you call someone his name and I just go like this, why is that not graceful, right? I lost. Like, no, I just don't like that. It's almost like they're waiting for this, and they only want you to have like one emotion when you win or lose. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like it. I don't like it. And they can kick rocks.
Okay, we're gonna go to the comments section. The Truth Bowl over here says, nope, that was a token award. Her role did not deserve an Oscar. Not saying she's not a great actress, but that performance did not deserve it. Serge, comments to the Truth Bowl?
That role definitely deserved it. And let me tell you something. I am not one to just say someone should have an award just to have it. I don't care how much I like you. If I don't think you deserve something, I'm not going to say it. When I saw that movie, she was the best thing in the movie. Her acting was just impeccable. Like, I can't even describe how I felt watching it. Like, it got to a point where I didn't even. She literally carried the movie. And it was a Marvel movie, and a lot of people say, "Oh, it should have had more action in it." I didn't even miss the action because her acting was so amazing. And actually, the movie lost a little something. Well, I'm not going to give it away. I don't know who saw it, but the movie lost a little something later on in the movie, if you know what I'm talking about. Like, it totally changed the dynamic of the movie when you didn't see her that much in the movie. Towards in the later.
Well, you do know it's now on Disney, right?
Oh yeah.
So everybody can watch it now on Disney.
Yeah. I've watched it like twice, and so I think she definitely deserved it again. She deserved it in 1994, and she definitely deserved it now. And if I'm not mistaken, like, I don't know too much about, like, I'm not watching Jamie Lee Curtis if she's not in like something that I really liked. And so this movie that she was in, and I didn't see it, but from when I read about it, like, she wasn't even in the movie for like no more than like 20 minutes. like, you know what I mean? And like, just no. It's a no for me, dog.
Let's see what it says. She was better in Waiting to Exhale. You were blinded by her wardrobe selection. Best dress, yup. Best supporting actress, nope. Okay, Truth Bowl. Thanks for your truth.
Ooh, did we ever find out that IP from last week?
No, we didn't find out.
But going back to that, and I want to say this because this annoys me. And I'm only talking about this because we're on a podcast. We have to talk about it. Like I said, I don't watch it, although I probably should because we do a podcast and talk about it. The next day when she lost, of course, everyone was like, "Oh, it's rigged, and they never give it to us, and it was this and it was that." And I just want to say, and I said this before, I think last month or so with the Grammys, whatever the case may be. Stop expecting these people, the Academy, to be inclusive in a way that is fair and even when, and this is important, that award show was not made for us. When that award show was founded, we didn't even have any rights. How do you expect it to ever be an even playing field with us or them to recognize us evenly when that wasn't even made for us? For God's sakes, the first Black person, Hattie McDaniel.
Yes.
She had to get her award in the kitchen, for God's sakes. You know what I mean? And so I don't expect the Grammys or the Oscars to ever recognize us fairly. It was not made for us.
So you're saying that people of color, Black people should go where they're recognized.
Like
BET and NAACP award, MTV. No, sorry, not MTV. The Soul Train for the Soul Train award.
Like, you and I were talking about this, Cerone. Like Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey, Byron, Jay-Z, like all of these big people who are in media, get together, create a new award show that's like so amazing that can rival the Academy Awards. I don't know why us as Black people put so much stake and effort in something that Caucasian people made up to say this is like the highest achievement you can have, and you have all these Black people clamoring to get it. Like, and I'm sorry, like Halle Berry won the award, Monique won the award, Viola Davis, Octavia Spencer, they all won the award. You know what each and every last single one of them said? That they still sometimes had to audition. What is the point? What is the point? It's just to say, oh, Academy Award winner, blah, blah, blah. If it's not getting me any more money, if it's
Viola
not
Davis
any
has
more
to
doors,
audition for
she
roles.
she said that she's had to audition for roles after she won.
Are you serious?
That Academy Award does not guarantee anything. The only thing it
But
guarantees
her
is when they
body of
talk.
work alone,
She's a Black woman.
I guarantee.
She's a Black woman. And hold on, she's a Black woman, and she is a specific looking Black woman. You know what I mean?
She's not the
You know what I
young
mean?
preppy.
The
She's
young,
the
chipper. She's not Halle Berry Black woman. You know what I
she
mean?
is the older, in your face.
Exactly.
Look, my
Exactly.
shoe hurt. I'm gonna take them off.
And so her roles are very, very small. And so she probably, when she sees a role, she probably has to go in and they be like, yeah, I don't see you in this role. And she probably has to audition because they don't see her that way. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's not like Halle Berry going in for a role that was written for maybe a white woman, right? Halle Berry could probably go and they can look at Halle Berry and say, okay, I can maybe picture this, right? A role written for, let's say, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Viola Davis goes walking in, they're gonna be like, yeah, like I don't see that. And so then it forces her to audition. And so, but my whole thing is just going back to this really quickly. Stop reaching in and clamoring for these awards that somebody else said was like the pinnacle, like, oh, the Grammy is like the pinnacle, or like the Academy Award. Like come on, like get out of here with that.
Support
like,
your own.
Support your own. And like I said, even if because everyone makes fun of like the BET Awards and all that, whatever the case may be. So let all of the higher powers and media get together and just create something new.
Okay.
And then make them want to come over to your award show. You know what I mean?
Agree. Yeah, good point. Good point. And this is gonna take us into our first woman distinction of the show. So we're gonna highlight 3 women throughout the show. We're in Women's History Month, so we're gonna highlight them. And the first person, I think you can already tell, we're gonna do Angela Bassett. Yes, as you well know who Angela is. Wakanda Forever, Black Panther, Waiting to Exhale, What's Love Got to Do with It, 911, you name it. She has been in all these movies and more. And her acting,
impeccable,
superb. I remember the first movie that I can recall seeing her being of born in Jamaica. My aunt had VHS. I don't know, people might think how Stella got her groove
I knew
back.
you were gonna say that.
And my aunt had it, and I watched it. I'm like, who is this person? And I think at that time, she was probably in her 40s.
40s, early 40s,
late 30s to early 40s.
Yeah.
And it was a Jamaican essentially movie, and I fell in love with how Stella got her groove back. And I was like, oh, this is actually a real movie. Like, I mean, a real life thing. Yeah. So fell in love with it. So we want to definitely give her accolades here.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Here. So
as a matter of fact, the first movie I recall her in was I can never think of the name of the movie, but with Lawrence Fishburne when she got back with him again. No, was that the first movie? Remember, it was like the Hood movie. Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood.
As a matter of fact, she was in Boys. Was Boys in the Hood after or before What's Love? If anybody in the comments knows, let me know. But I think Boys in the Hood. Oh, so it seems like I hope I'm saying this right. Jacoby is saying that What's Love Got to Do with It was first. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So then I first remember seeing her then from What's Love Got to Do with It. And then, Boys in the Hood. And so
Boys in the Hood.
Oh no. So because he was saying it was boy. But see, I don't know. So anyway, it was one of those 2 movies where I knew who she was. Like she became a household name to me with either one of those, whichever one came out first. That's where I know her from, and I've been following her ever since. She's dope.
Mhm.
Hats off. Round of applause. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to go to this pop-up question. So this is going to lead into one of our topics that we have. But my question to you,
Yep.
if you saw on the news, and this is for you all in the comment section, if you all saw the news that your bank is about to go under, and you went to the bank and tried to get your money out of it, and they said, I'm sorry, sir, I'm sorry, ma'am, but all we can give you is $10. And you knew that you had 30, 50, 80, $100,000 in the bank. Like, how would you
Okay.
go about that?
So I can answer that question easily. I'm not even being funny. The only thing that I can honestly say, because we're on, this podcast and it's live and it's going to be recorded. Wait, hold on. Tiffany said Boys in the Hood was 91 and What's Love was 93. Cool. So Boys in the Hood is where I first remember seeing her. Then What's Love. Thank you, Tiffany. And so the only thing I can honestly say is I would probably get arrested. I'm not even being funny, because I would be one of those people who would be like, I'm not leaving this bank until I got my money. Now, I don't care. I know y'all got money back there in that safe. I know you got money in your drawer, wherever you need. In my mother's words, and my mother was good for saying this, the same way I gave it to you is the same way I want it back. And so
okay,
I would honestly probably, I'm not even funny. I would probably get arrested, because I would not leave that bank until I got my money. And I would have been, if you recall seeing it on the news where you saw the line and people trying to get I would be out there in front of that bank. They're gonna give me my money. No, they give me my money. Period.
Okay, so you just be knocking on the
window,
like the door, you name it. I want my money.
On site, every time I got my ass up out of jail, I would be right back down there in front of that bank doing the exact same thing every single
time. But then again,
time.
You ain't gonna get no money because they don't have the money. They've spent your money.
But this is why I said I can only save it so much, because this is live and then recorded. But that's all I'm gonna say. Like, and that's it. Like, moving right
okay.
Even though the FDIC is guaranteeing, I heard that, but I've also seen that some stories where these people didn't get back exactly what was in there, like what they lost. They got a certain amount back, but they didn't get everything back, right? And again, this is like for the super rich, because my little $250 I got. They can probably roll up the quarters and give it to me, like it's your little $250 in your little penny rolls, right? But for the people who got millions in there, and then I think they're saying it's guaranteed for, I think, up to $250,000.
Yes,
I don't know. I could be wrong.
Each person, yes, it's $250.
Yeah. But if you have like millions of dollars in there, and I don't know, I could be wrong. Somebody can let me know. How does that work? Like, are you literally losing out on the rest of your money? Like, if I had $1 million in there, I'm only getting $250 back, so I'm out.
Essentially, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's what I'm talking about. Like,
that's why if you ever pay attention to when you go to the bank and sign all those documents, it says that you're going to get up to $250,000 because it's FDIC insured.
Yes,
that's
exactly.
all you're going to get, possibly.
Yes.
If the bank should Chase, Bank of America, any of those banks should go under. That's all you're going to get. So that's why it's important you don't put all your eggs in one.
Move your money around.
Or this time, your money in one bank.
Yeah, that is why rich people have their money in multiple banks. It's for that. It's for that reason right there, because you only guaranteed $250,000 back.
Okay. All right. We're gonna move right along. Let's see what Kasim say. These banks got a break because during the 2008 crisis, they did not guarantee more than the 250. So SVB got a major break this time. Totally agree. Totally agree. So we're going to move right along. We're going to go to our second woman of distinction. Her name is Danielle Deadwaller. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly.
You guys are probably wondering who that is, right?
Who is this individual? I guarantee you, as soon as I put her on the screen, you're going to know who she is. If you ever seen the movie Till, this is the woman that is there.
Yeah.
And she began her career in Atlanta. Notable in 2009 production of Colored Girls, Four Colored Girls, and she made her screen debut in 2012. And Across the Bear, she's been with the Habs on the Habs Not. She's also in P Valley 2 and the miniseries From Scratch. And she was actually born in Atlanta, Georgia, and raised on South Side Atlanta, which means she got some hood in her. Like she can really
For
do some
sure.
damage. Yes, definitely do some damage. She was also, as we tell in Till, which was robbed,
Oh yeah.
didn't
Again,
get
it didn't
nominated
even get nominated.
for nothing, and that
No.
movie was
Yep.
impeccable.
And the Woman
So
King, Rob. Go ahead though.
yes, and the Woman King got robbed too. She also earned many accolades, gathering from the Gotham Independent Film Award for Outstanding Lead Performance and earning a BAFTA award. And if you don't know what that is like the British version of the Oscars.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much that's it. And the Critics' Choice Award, and she got a Screen Actors Guild Award nomination. So
Yep.
we definitely have to give these people their flowers.
Definitely.
And Women's History Month, so we're definitely going to go ahead and give them their flowers on how it's going on.
Yep.
So what's going on with Tim's? Talk to us about this individual right here. So if you watch the Oscars this past week, this woman
not this woman, Tim's. Not this woman.
overhead that no one could
That
see
is
behind her.
hilarious to me. I'm sorry, that's hilarious to me.
Like, go ahead and tell us about
so Tim's, and if you don't know Tim's, of course she has that hit song, I believe is Free Mind. This is the piece that you're gonna buy. And so everyone's feeling. And so she was nominated for her song. I think she did a song for Black Panther, and she was nominated. So of course, right? You know us black folks. First time being invited somewhere, we're gonna be extra. You know it is, because what we thinking, I may not come back. You're gonna remember me. And so she shows up in this huge, like I literally just thought it was a wedding dress. I thought it was like an over-the-top wedding dress, which it was.
Okay.
And when you're not thinking about it and you see her on the red carpet, you're thinking, oh, she looks good. I like that. But then you're not thinking about, usually when you wear that on a red carpet, usually when you go into the function, most people change into something a little bit more comfortable.
More relaxed, yep.
Tim's didn't do that. She literally sat down in the seat at the Academy Awards with that dress on. Needless to say, everyone who was behind her was like this, like, wow, because they couldn't see. There's even like video and pictures of it. It's the funniest thing. And so, my question is, and this is just for jokes, for laughs. My thing is, was she wrong? Like, because a lot of people the next day was like, oh, she was wrong for that. She knew better, But some people's like, listen, right? Like, she got invited. That's what she wore. You deal with it, type of thing, right?
She's the type of people that when you're in church, you hate to be behind her.
The big hat, right?
The woman with a big hat. That they're the only one that's there for that show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I would have tapped him like, excuse me, can you like pull that down? You're being a little bit inconsiderate. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is for the red carpet. This is not for inside. And then my slick self be like, you said, that's why you can't invite black people nowhere.
See, I'm torn about it. And one hand, I'm like, if I was sitting behind her, I would be pissed off. But being that I wasn't sitting behind her, it's just funny as hell. She literally sat down on her seat with that dress on, like blocked everybody's view. Because I'm telling you, she was like, and she just kind of like blew up. She's been out for a while, but she just blew up within the last year with that song. So she's fairly new. I guarantee you, she's thinking, this might be the last time I'm coming here. You're gonna remember Tim. So I'm gonna wear the most. She looked good though, like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't blame her. It was funny to me. I guess it wasn't funny for the people that's sitting behind her.
No.
Tim, if you get invited again, which you probably will, just do the right thing. Just have it Velcro or like zip off or something when you like take a seat. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. But yeah, Tim's, congratulations that you were nominated. And so definitely shout out to Tim's for that.
Okay. All right, we're gonna move right along. So we're gonna go to Tiger Woods. Yes, we're gonna go to Tiger. So Tiger Woods is being slammed for $30 million lawsuit claiming he wrongfully evicted his ex from his home and sexually assaulted her. Say she's just a jilted ex-girlfriend. Comments, concerns. What about Tiger? Does his ex have a point? Does his ex have a point? Talk to
Hmm?
me, Serge. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hmm?
Hmm.
Get somebody else to do it. you know, I do not like Tiger Woods.
He didn't
There,
do anything.
there are very few people who get this reaction out of me.
Uh-huh.
He's one of them.
But he's been doing good. He's been doing
I
good.
I can't stand when I say not even can't stand. I loathe Tiger Woods.
But he's one of the best though.
When I tell I can't even like I'm getting tense just thinking about Tiger Woods. That's how much I loathe Tiger Woods. I do. But on to the story.
Uh,
This is an easy story for me. I don't know how he's so good at golf, pretty much a billionaire, and he keeps picking these women.
a
Why
certain
is it?
color.
Why is it's not even color? It's not even color because like it's not even color because there are a lot of white women out there who like it just seems like every woman he picks does this. And I'm like, dude, what pool are you picking from? Like as Nicki Minaj said, like you should be dealing with women from the upper echelon. So where are you getting these women from that
From the lower
they're like
echelon.
clearly that they're like every girlfriend or wife he has, like didn't his wife chase him out with the golf a club and he crashed his car and like it was a hot
Mhm.
mess. And then like every 5 minutes, some woman is suing him and say, like, I just don't understand. Like I don't understand. Like I just don't understand where he's getting these women from. I honestly don't. Like, I don't know if he's getting them down at the local bar, at like the Hooters. I don't
A
know,
local
but
bar now.
it's just not working for him. I don't
Mm.
like him anyway, so I don't care. But
Mm-mm-mm.
I do think he needs to try something different because whatever he's doing, that's not it. But also, really quickly about this story too. Apparently, when they first got together, he made her sign an NDA. I don't know.
But oftentimes people of his caliber with all the money and privacy, they tend to want people not to talk about
And that's
what goes on.
And I understand that. And I guess it's just like different strokes, different folks. But I don't think I would be now interested in someone who wanted me to sign an NDA to date them. Because I would be like, more important, I'd be like, what are you doing? Or what are you planning on doing to me that now I can even talk about it because I signed this NDA? Nah, I'm
Mm,
good. You keep you on your NDA over there. I'm good over here. But
mm.
I'm sorry, he gets what he deserved. Stop picking the women out of the gutter. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that because
Kasim
I don't want
said 20 years ago that I'm not interested. This is not fair.
What was that in
Ah,
relation to? Do you know what that was in
yes,
relation to?
to Tiger Woods.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
From
Kasim, yeah,
200 million.
yeah, Kasim, yeah. Moving
Yeah.
right along, he got his 2 minutes of fame from over here.
He sure did.
I know, right?
He sure did. He sure did. All right, so we're going to go to our final person of the show, um, for woman of distinction. So here it is. We're going to go to
Yes,
Angeline Ellis.
I love
Now
this
you might
lady.
wondering who on earth is this woman? So when I show you the picture of who she is, then you will definitely
Yeah,
know.
I love this
You've
lady.
seen her in the Book of Negroes. You've seen her in the Serena Williams and Venus Williams movie. And
Yeah,
if you're a church going gospel person, you know you've seen her in the phenomenal Clark sister movie. She played the heck out of that role. She
so
was another person that was robbed from the nomination for the
yeah,
Emmys.
I'm literally the only person who has not seen that Clark Sisters movie.
Yeah, I think you are.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
you're
I
the only person. I think you need to go. I think it's on Amazon, I believe.
Prime.
or Amazon Prime or Hulu,
Yeah,
and it's
I'll check it out.
really good.
Well,
It's
well,
really good.
we were talking behind the scenes about this, and you were talking about the mama, and so now I'm
Oh,
interested.
yes,
Now I'm interested in seeing it because I want to know about the
she
mama.
played the mom, and
Yeah,
and for me, growing up in the church,
yeah,
she literally reminded me of my grandmother. Like that's how my grandmother
yeah.
will be in church. She'll look at you and she give you the eye, and you better sit down, or if not, she gonna come around and she gonna fix your business and then go back and do what you gotta do.
I'm
Like you
definitely
don't
gonna
play in
watch.
church.
I'm watching that.
Yeah,
I'm definitely watching.
so she had plenty of roles. She came in Men of Honor. If you remember that one, the Caveman's Valentine's, Undercover Brother. She came in Ray, Freedom Land. She came in The Taking of Pelham 123,
That's
King
right. I forgot.
Richard.
That's right. King
Yes,
Richard. King
King
Richard.
Richard. You know what? She got her nomination, a Golden Globe, and she
And
got the
King Richard.
Critics' Choice. Yeah,
Cerone,
go
you're
ahead.
breaking up, but in King Richard, she was Venus and Serena's mom.
Yes, she was. She was.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then she came in the phenomenal Clark sisters
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the Book of Negroes, and the Practice. So she's been doing her thing on television for years.
Yeah. Both our internet's acting up.
I know, right? I don't know
I
what's
know, it's
going on
crazy.
tonight.
I know. Okay, all right. It seems like we got it back
Yes.
together.
Yeah, we got it back together. So she's been doing her thing for years. So that's definitely something that
Very.
we go. I don't know what's going on with our internet. It's acting up tonight.
I know. This is crazy. This
I know,
never
right?
happens. I know. It's like, wait a minute. Wait, hold on now. All right.
Yes.
And both of us, I know, and both of us at the same time. That's crazy.
Yes. I don't know what's
It
going
may
on.
be the platform. You guys, it's probably the platform because there's no way both our internet. We can blame it on the platform. But anyway,
Yes.
it's 8:52. So let's just keep rolling to the next one.
Yeah. So our next thing we want to talk about is another thing of what we do. So my question to you,
yes,
what would you do if you could only eat one food for the rest of your life?
one food for the rest of my life. Okay, I'm
Yes.
gonna narrow it down. It's gonna be probably something definitely healthy and something that I can live off of. One food, one food, one food.
In the comment section, let us know what one food you eat for the rest of your life.
For the rest of my life, something
The rest
healthy.
of your life, what will you do?
Man, that is a hard one because it needs to be something healthy. I can't say chicken because like you can't just eat chicken for the rest of life.
Why?
It'd be unhealthy. If that's the only thing you can eat all day, every day is chicken, that'd be unhealthy.
First of all, anything you eat for the rest of your life in excess can be unhealthy. So where's the logic in that?
Yeah, but I think you should at least start with like a fruit or a vegetable, right? And then, you know what I mean? Like, okay, for me, I'm gonna probably say Cerone. That's a good one because I don't know. For the rest of my life, one thing.
You eat for the rest of your life.
Damn. I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna say. I'm just going with it. Watermelon. I know. And you know what? This is funny. I don't even eat watermelon like that. I'm not even a watermelon person. But I'm thinking about
at least you be hydrated.
And that's exactly why I said watermelon, because I'm getting the taste. I'm getting, watermelon is filling because of the water and all the water in it, right? So I'm just kind of like killing two birds with one stone. Watermelon for me.
I'm not eating that for the rest of my life.
What about you?
For the rest of my life? I would definitely go to the islands.
Okay.
And oh yeah, for the rest of my life is a food. So I would. It's a hard one.
How you came up with this and you?
No, because there's so much food that you can choose from. You know what I'm saying? You're one particular food to eat for the rest of your life.
Come on, you island.
Nothing else.
Come on, like jerk chicken, like.
Yeah. So, I would definitely. That was actually my answer though, but I was thinking about something else in my head though. So I would definitely, for the rest of my life, jerk chicken because the flavor is there. You know, is there. So I would definitely say, if you're from the islands, the
Okay.
Caribbean,
Yeah.
Jamaica, definitely say that good
Okay.
jerk chicken. Like,
Although you might get some diabetes from all that salt intake you eating every day, but
hey, we are gonna go one way or another, so might as well we just
that
choose
is true.
choose wisely.
That is
How
true.
like how you're gonna go?
Yeah. Yeah.
That yeah. So what's going on with Tyler Perry and Byron Allen?
Yeah, so Tyler Perry and Byron Allen are supposed to be joining forces to buy back or buy the largest stake in BET. And
Really?
apparently, yes, and apparently, I'm not calling him Diddy. Puff Daddy is also now in the running to buy BET, buy the major stake in BET as well. And
Hmm.
so that would be like, I want to say it would be great and interesting, but sometimes Tyler Perry's content and Diddy's Puff Daddy's content, I don't know about his content either, but you know what I'm
It's
saying?
not the
At
best.
least it exactly, but at least it'll be back to being black owned, and
Hmm.
maybe we'll be able to like do some amazing stuff with it again, being that
Okay.
it would be primarily black owned again. And
Okay.
so I am hoping that one, two, or even all three of them get together and and do something. So we'll see. Shout out to them
Okay.
because we don't have that much time.
So we're gonna get to this one last one. This one's gonna take us, and we're gonna go to the church.
Oh God,
We are
not
gonna
him.
go to the church.
Not him.
So we're gonna go to Bishop Lamar Whitehead. Now,
Bishop
talk
Lamar.
to me about Bishop Lamar Whitehead.
This is that fraud, freaking fraud, that fraud who's stealing the church's money and running
Mhm.
around here doing all this stuff. Anyway, he got caught. Well, first of all, he tried to apparently he tried to get a loan for his $1.3 million mansion. Um,
Mhm.
and the reason, and they found out about it. He tried to say he had a couple of $1 million in the bank,
Mhm.
but when they looked into it, because they didn't want to give him that type of money, when they looked into it, come to find out, he only had $10, ten
Ooh.
dollars, $10 in his LLC,
Mm.
right? And so he just got charged with a whole bunch of other stuff. And I'm just skimming through this because we're running out of time, but he got charged with a whole bunch of stuff. The man is going to jail. He's a fraud. Like, first of all, anybody who runs around in those Gucci and Fendi suits, first of all, Gucci doesn't even make those suits. I'm just putting that up there. Gucci does not make those suits. They're fake. The ones that
Oh.
he wear are fake. They don't make those suits, right? And so he's just like a fraud. It's sad. He's stealing the church's money. He's running around doing
Mm.
all this other stuff. And poor black people, they just see a church and they see a pastor or a bishop and they just like, oh, he must be good. Everybody's not good. So black
Mm.
people, I just need y'all to pay attention, research your church, research, because I remember when we were actually on the Dope Ass Dude podcast and we were
Mhm.
going back and forth with him about this whole thing about pastors and how they shouldn't be driving around in their Bentleys and wearing Gucci suits
Bentleys
and none
and
of this
all this
nonsense.
stuff.
Like it's a bunch of nonsense. It's a bunch of
Oh, you know
black
what? I
black
wonder
people do
what
better.
I wonder what he would say. Listen to this podcast right now.
Yeah, yeah,
I wonder what he would say. Would he
yeah,
still, be up for this individual, this
yeah,
fake pastor?
yeah. Black people do better. That's all I'm gonna say. Black people do better. Research these churches and these fake pastors. A lot of them fake. They're
Mm-hmm.
taking the church's money. They driving around their Bentleys, using your hard-earned. Like, stop. Just stop. I'm not
Mm-mm-mm.
saying don't give money to the church. Just research your church. That's
I
all.
agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the show.
Yes.
You can definitely catch us on the show back on YouTube, Facebook, and to our podcast. There are listeners. We can or definitely lost my whole train of thought there. Shout out to those on Spotify, Apple Music, and now we're on iHeart Radio.
iHeartRadio. You lose your strength. Yeah, we're on
Yes,
iHeartRadio. Thank you guys for listening to us. Like you said, man, you can tune
yes.
in to iHeartRadio and listen to us while you're on your daily drive. And so
Hmm.
we were excited about that. We also have some good news coming up. We can't talk about it right now. We can't say anything. I wish we could, but we can't. But we
Yes.
got some big news coming up that we are excited about. It's going to change our show, hopefully, and bring us to the masses. So that's all I'm going to say. So we're thanking everybody for like coming along with us.
Yes, and just before we go, hold on.
And people who know me, sorry, I can't talk about it. So don't call me and text me asking what I'm talking about because I can't talk about it. That's all
I know, right?
But
before we go, just shout out to Sean Ship. He said, research and ask questions. If they have a problem with you, that's a church. You don't need to be a part of it. Yeah. So,
and it looks like the dope ass dude answered you, Cerone.
Absolutely.
Popped his head up in here.
Yes. All right. So thank you all for joining in. Facebook, YouTube. We're on Spotify, Apple Music, and now at iHeartRadio. If you haven't, go ahead and subscribe to us, follow us, and we really thank you for joining on the conversation tonight. And see you next week, Wednesday.
Yeah.
We will. Bye.
Adios.